What's up, guys? We're back. Friday week of training is almost done. So what we are going to do for your warm-up today, we've got a 6-minute clock. You guys are going to do a 25-foot bear crawl. So again, I'm going to be up on my tippy toes, pressing up onto my shoulders, and I'm just going to crawl for 25 feet. Then you're going to do 20 bicycle crunches. So from a hollow body position, I'm going to go ahead and keep my shoulders off the ground, and I'm going to go cross body, 2, 3, 4. You can do those as quickly or as slowly as you like for 20 reps, 10 on each side. Then I'm going to go into 15 scap push-ups. So finding a high plank position, squeeze the shoulder blades together, press them apart, rinse, repeat. And then you're going to do 10 kneeling T-spine rotations, so 5 on each side. So what that's going to look like is tabletop position. I'm going to take my elbow and I'm going to reach through as far as I can, rotating through my upper back. And then I'm going to open up as high as I can at the top. And I'm going to go 5 on one side, switch arms, and then I'm going to hit 5 on the other side. Then last thing I've got for my warm-up, so I'm going to do 15 prone eyes. So I'm going to do these hinge just because I'm demoing our basement and there's some stuff on the floor that I don't really feel like laying in. So for the prone eyes, you're going to lay all the way down on your stomach, chest and face on the ground, and I'm just going to go through small pulses of an eye. And again, you're just going to get a nice small range of motion for the shoulders. Then you're going to do 10 wall slides. So for the wall slide, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my heels on the wall. I'm going to try my best to pull my ribs down a little bit, so I'm going to keep my upper back in contact with the wall here. Elbows start all the way at my side. And then from here, I'm going to keep my ribs down, full arm in contact with the wall, and I'm going to reach up as high as I can while maintaining full contact with the wall with my arms, and then come back down here. So the goal is to keep as much of the arm as possible pressed against the wall, and you should really feel it in your upper back and your shoulder blades. So that's your warm-up. Next up for our strength work, we got 3 sets. You're going to do 8 single arm presses on each side. 2 options. Option number 1 is kneeling. So if I want to go through a kneeling press, I'm going to kneel down to here, and I'm going to press overhead, back down for 8 reps. And then if you want to do a little bit of an RX plus, you can do a SATS press, which we'll go over in just a second. But a couple things to keep in mind for the press. Most importantly, thumb should be basically in contact with the collarbone. Elbow is in front here the entire time. As I press, elbow stays in front of the body, lock out overhead, and then on the way down, elbow starts to come in front again, and thumb and object come in front of the body as well. And again, you can do an option for a SATS press, which is going to be finding yourself in a full squat position, heels on the ground, and then I'm going to do a press variation from here. Very mobility demanding, so if you don't quite have that movement yet, just stick with the kneeling SATS press, that's totally fine. So that's your strength work. Today's workout is pumptastic. So again, a lot of heart rate stuff. Yesterday and tomorrow's workouts are very cardiovascularly intensive. So today we're kind of slowing it down a little bit and we're getting after some muscle fatigue stuff. So what we're going to do, every 3 minutes for 6 rounds. You can think of this basically as 2 minutes on, 1 minute off. So you have a 2-minute AMRAP followed by 1 minute rest. Within that 2-minute AMRAP, you're going to do 5 to 10 pull-ups or Russian kettlebell swings. Again, the load will dictate how many reps you do, but anywhere from 5 to 10, we're just looking for a pulling stimulus that incorporates some hip action as well. So 5 to 10 kipping or strict pull-ups or Russian kettlebell swings. Then I'm going to do 20 sit-ups. So I'm going to do a normal butterfly sit-up. So down on the ground, knees out to the side. I'm going to come all the way back. Head touches the ground, hands touch the ground, throw up, touch the feet, rinse, repeat. I would recommend being on a soft object like maybe a pillow or something like that to avoid a little bit of rug burn on your lower back. And then whatever time is left in that 2-minute window is max push-ups. So, pump. But basically what we're looking for here, so 5 to 10 pull-ups or Russian kettlebell swings, that should be fast. Maybe 20 seconds at most. Then I'm gonna blow through 20 sit-ups at a relatively quick pace. So trying to push the pace on those sit-ups today. Hopefully you can get done those in just over a minute. So you'll be done that by about a minute 20, minute 30. And that'll leave you about 30 seconds to hammer out some push-ups. So scale the sit-up number so that you are done by the 90-second mark with time to do push-ups. If you're not going to do RX push-ups on the ground, you're going to elevate your hands, come onto a box or a couch arm. Most important thing here is that the basically surface that I'm making contact with my hands, I need to touch right to my bra line. Boom, right here. That means that my forearm is stacked, my elbows are in close to my body, and I'm also maintaining that rigid plank position the whole time. So I'm never letting the hips drop, and I'm also not keeping the hips too high. So just squeezing that butt throughout the entire push-up. So that's your workout. Total number of push-ups will be your score. Now, when we're done there, we have a little bit of arm work to do. So we're gonna do 3 to 5 rounds. Up to you guys how many. You're gonna do 20 preacher curls. So for the preacher curl, we're just looking to do a supported curl of some kind. So the easiest way to do these at home would be to kneel here. And I'm going to use my knees in my triceps as a little bit of a stabilizer. And then I'm just going to curl up to full range of motion, back down. And for that one, again, use an object that allows you to do 20 reps. So it's not going to be very heavy. Maybe an empty barbell is probably even too much. So maybe take your dumbbell and hold it like this, or even your kettlebell, kind of hold it awkwardly. That might be a great way to get less weight than a barbell. Or you can always use a backpack and just load it up appropriately to something that feels good. Then you're also going to do overhead tricep extensions. So I'm going to have seat, object starts overhead locked out. I'm going to drop down, bending only at the elbow till I find 90 degrees, and then come back up to lockout for 20 reps, 3 to 5 sets. It's up to you guys. Then all I have left is a bent arm child's pose. So for that, I think we're on the side real quick. So for the bent arm child's pose, I'm going to go ahead, elbows on an elevated surface. Then I'm going to reach my arms back, try and grab my t-shirt, and then sink my head through. And I'm going to feel a really intense stretch in the kind of armpit area here, and then also up my tricep as well. After that, you're going to do a 1-minute up dog hold. So that's just to loosen up the abs from all those sit-ups. So literally just right here. So just let those hips sink down to the ground. Take big breaths into your belly, relax. Really exaggerate the curve of your spine. So try and press your hips and your belly button to the floor, but at the same time, relax and just try and keep the chest nice and tall. And then lastly, we've got some twisted cross. So that's going to be our basic upper body stretch with a little bit of low back thrown in. So for that, I'm going to lay down on the ground, arms out to the side in a T. And then I'm going to open up to the side. Other foot comes up and across so that I get a nice stretch running through this bicep and then up into my pec. You're going to do that for a minute each side. So that's your training for Friday. Enjoy. As always, tag us, Palace.Fitness, Forged by Zeus, and we will see you guys back tomorrow.